All right, friends, we're out getting ready to chop a little bit of wood here today. I know I'm not using the best splitting axe. This is probably about, look at that profile. See the profile on that? This is probably about a 15-year-old axe. Haven't really used it much. I did put a little touch up on the blade here this morning. Nothing crazy. Again, I haven't used it much, but I'm gonna just try to. I think I got some white oak here. I picked up, I guess a couple months ago on the side of the road. Bucked it up on the side of the road, loaded it up, put it in the truck. And a little bit here. As you can see, I don't know. Probably started off about 2 cords, maybe 2.5 cords this year. We're getting down. That pile down there is for next year. It's all red oak. Let's take a look at the red oak that I split. We got a little mixture of red oak, white oak in here. I think this is the white oak. And then you can see the difference between the white and the red oak, right? See the color there. So some red oak and white oak. Again, this is next year's wood. It's just close to a cord. Need to stack a little bit higher to get to the full cord, but close to a cord. And again, that's for next year. And on a separate video, we'll talk about the stove that I've been burning this year. It's really been a nice contribution to the house, keeping the house warm through the year. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started on this. You know, some people don't like the chopping block when they're splitting. I kind of do like the chopping block, just for a couple of reasons. One, I got irrigation in the property, and you know, I don't want to get the axe and bust some irrigation. So that's kind of one of the reasons. And two, I kind of like, I know I'm not getting the most velocity with the chopping block, but I kind of like it. So, you know, listen, personal preference on the chopping block, but it's something that I kind of like. So I'm going to go ahead and get started now. What I've been chopping, you'll see a lot of videos out there with people starting on the sides, and I kind of like doing that. Why work hard if I don't have to? Start off on the sides, work my way around, and get into the middle. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this one. Again, I think this is white oak. Nice round. We'll go ahead and get started. You can see this is tough wood here, but I just got it. I got it now, friends. Missed that strike. There we go. And then you see a lot of videos. I'm just going to move that and just kind of turn it around. Now, I could just walk around the pile and do it, but I don't know. I'm turning around and I got some rounds here, so it's a little bit easier for me right now. And that happens. You know, this is the problem with the chop block, which a lot of people don't like. You gotta lift it up, touch the wood. Hey, listen, I'm not in a production setting here where I need to do this for a living. I'm out here just getting a little workout, so I don't mind using the chopping block. As you can see, it's a little strandy here, this wood. There we go. I probably don't have the best technique, guys. You know, I'm just out here messing around. I guess this video is just for the everyday guy who works, just enjoys chopping some wood. Again, not the best, I guess, technique, but it does the trick, and I'm having fun. Doing what I said I wasn't going to do. Just going to go around the edges. You can see it takes some time to get through this. I see a lot of the West Coast guys with their Douglas fir, and they make it look so easy going through the wood. And I know that's hard as well, but it's most certainly not as hard as white oak. And one of the other things you got to look out for in knots, you always kind of want to cut with the knot, not against the knot. I'll show you, take a look here. I mean, this is a small knot here. So I don't want to cut this way against the knot. I want to cut with the knot. It's a little bit easier to break. Again, I know it's a lot of common sense for a lot of guys out there, but for the ones who don't know and just getting started in splitting wood, something to think about. There we go. We got this one now. We got her. There we go. Listen, this may not be for everybody, but for me, this is my little workout. Instead of heading to the gym, I'm swinging. I guess this is about a 6-pound axe. And I think when I bought it, it was labeled as a splitting axe, but for all intents and purposes, I guess it's like a small maul. But you know, listen, I know a lot of people don't like the fiberglass handle. It's okay. It's okay. As you can see, again, the splitting, I gotta keep on picking it up and bending over. But you know, I'm not out here all day. You know, I got some rounds here I gotta split, and I got some new rounds coming in. But I'm out here doing 1 or 2 rounds. Take it easy, have a cup of iced tea, relax. It's just having fun. Again, I'm not in production. I don't have a tree service. I'm out here all day. Just having a little fun. Ah! You can see I strike that in the wrong spot. Again, kind of want to go around the outside. It's easier to split. There we go. Spilled my coffee. see I got a little bit of a knot in this one, but it doesn't look like it's too big. I may be okay getting through this. Take another couple hits. Well, I cracked it. You heard the crack. Missing that one. There we go. See that knot there? Again, I don't want to be splitting this way because the knot's going this way. I want to split with the knot. It's easier. Now, and other people say you don't want the knot on top because as you're hitting through, it's harder, less impact. So you kind of want to put the knots on the bottom of the wood. And then in this case, you want to run parallel with the knot. So make it harder for ourselves. If I hit it this way, I'm going to go against the knot, so I want to go parallel to the knot. So I think I can kind of get a little small spot right there. See, I heard that. I heard that knot. There we go. You know, it's always good to have a couple smaller axes around, just in a case like that. You want to just kind of knock it through or knock it loose. Listen, there's knots all over here. One here, one here, one here. Just got to do your best trying to find out the way to split it. I'm going to try to go ahead and hit this one home. I may get lucky. There we go. All right, friends, that's it. Got a little bit more cutting up a little bit, but thanks for watching. See you on the next one.